more thing then? I'm Chuck. This is Duff. This is Ahmad Rashad here. I'm big time now.
Elijah is so serious, and so is Clyde Drexler, but Charles, he's anything but serious. Of course, he's quite playful.
He's a great person, real funny to be around.
I think you can get in trouble sometimes if you take him too seriously.
He's coachable if the offense calls for him to do what he likes to do, whenever he wants to do it, and everybody reacts to it. He's very coachable.
I laugh because Charles he's crazy to me. You know, he's fun to play with, and he's an extraordinary talent, but he's just kind of crazy. It took me a while to get used to him too.
He's the right guy for us. Realized that the first day of training camp, I was trying to box him out from the foul line. Ended up in about the 8th row over at the practice gym. From that day on, I have stayed out of the man's way.
Hello. There's no place I'd rather be.
You guys have a tough team.
Yeah, we're going to have a good team. I think, we're old, but we're experienced. Strong. You got Patrick, Buck, Charles Oakley, and Herb Williams. And y'all call our team old? Oh, my God. They got these two guys, Buck Williams and Oak, and they call us old.
It's a matter of perspective.
Wait, we the same age.
It's a matter of perspective, Chucky.
Herb could be my father.
But they got
him and Buck could be my father.
Are you the spokesman on team?
I'm going to be talking, you know it.
But I mean officially.
Oh, well, whatever.
Any questions?
Yeah, watch Buck holding me and watch Oakley in the lane camping out. Get out of the way, little fella. Good reaching, Oak. You know you can't guard me, boy.
Oh!
It ain't against the rules to make a layup.
Oh, yes! Your face!
Do you speak that highly of Charles's golf swing?
You know, I don't comment. That's embarrassing. It's really disgraceful that, he can take a game of leisure and relaxation and make it a lot of work.
That was cruel.
Oh, boy, don't ask about his golf game. Man, oh, man.
He wants as many strokes as he can get. But it really doesn't matter how many you give him because he's going to write down whatever he wants to anyway.
Ainge and those guys tell me that you cheat on the golf course.
I just want to win. I don't care about I don't really care about if they say I cheat or not. The most important thing is to win. You should know that.
They said, boy, you can hit it 400 yards, but you never know where it's going.
Oh, it's going to be somewhere out there because I don't really know where it's going. But on those rare occasions when it's working perfectly, I'm pretty good.
What is your handicap?
Well, it depends on how much money I'm playing for. Like if I'm playing with the paupers, I'm a legit 12. If I'm playing with Michael Jordan, those rich guys, I'm a 15 or a 20.
This is what, a layup?
Oh, no, that's the putt-putt ring.
Now watch this. Thump. Now watch this sportsmanship here. You gotta love that. Huh?
Your golf game is going on too, right?
Hey, my golf game is coming around. Hey, when I play Neil and Howard, I'll be kicking some butt. And my friend Derek.
We haven't seen you since the NBA Finals in June. What have you been doing to keep yourself busy in the offseason?
Absolutely nothing. I don't like being busy. I don't like being busy. I love doing nothing. I still suck at golf, but I haven't been doing anything.
Forrest High-Paid caddy.
He's like my little devil on this side. I got an angel on this side. Every now and then I listen to him, every now and then I don't.
Rebound, Mahorn, back up, no. Rebound, Charles, back up, and he jams it home. And then he and Rodman collide and get tangled up underneath the basket. Takes Rodman, offensive foul. Here comes Scottie Pippen. Rodman and Barkley will. Oh boy, they got Barkley.
Now, we wish Dennis Rodman wouldn't wear dresses. No question. No question he's a nitwit.
Charles is Charles. I heard Charles call me a nitwit one day, the other day. That's great, Charles. That's fine. Way to go, baby.
All I need is a little tight dress, some red lipstick, and some pumps. I'll be all right. Ahmad has nothing better to do today. So you want to try to mess up my perfect face?
Oh, man.
Every day we got back to practice, we made a beeline to the swimming pool because all those girls were laying out topless.
I'm going to be in that pool so much the next 2 days. I don't think I'm on the swimming team in Barcelona.
So how's your political career coming along? Are you going to go into politics
Well,
or
I'm
what?
going to see how the impeachment thing turned out before, because I know I got a lot of skeletons in my closet, so I got to see how the impeachment thing works out. I gotta slow my roll. I gotta see what happened to Slick Willie.
If Bill Clinton,
if he can get away with it, well, then I'm running.
So what do you think about Charles running for office? What do you think about Charles?
Go ahead, Dre. I'll let you under that.
When his playing days are over, he plans to run for governor of Alabama.
Knowing Charles, Alabama is not big enough. Charles should be the president of someplace way away from here.
Something happened on the other end. I knew he was mad. So I said something to him to make him even madder. And I knew running down the floor, he was going to hit me or come close to hit me. So the time he got close enough for me to breathe, I just flopped. And they called it. I was leaning sideways before he even hit me. So it was easy.
Charles Barkley walked over here to get some rosin to dry off his hands. He winked at me. He says, I guess I have his attention now, finally.
How much do you know about Angola, the guy that you would be playing there?
I don't know anything about Angola, but Angola's in trouble. I think
They in trouble. They in serious trouble.
This guy is a collegian hanging out with you guys in Spain.
Oh, we're going to kill him, you know that. He's going to be a little stronger than the rest of the rookies because they're going to start carrying bags next year. He's going to be carrying bags all summer.
That was funny. I expected him to say something worse, actually.
Obviously, you play Brazil tomorrow. Where do you go from here?
Oh, we kill them. They're not from this country. We are the best at basketball, and we got to kill them all.
Why don't they just take their ass whipping like people and go home? Everybody in the world has an ego. The only difference between us, we have a reason to have an ego. I'm gonna send a message around the world today that y'all can give it up. You foreigners can give it up. So Dirk is kicking our ass. He's got like 25 at halftime. And me and Michael like, Scotty, you got to pick it up a little bit. He's, man, I'm gonna lock him down in the second half. I'm gonna lock him down in the second half. Dirk finished with like 52. We might not be very good at basketball, but we can dance. We got guys don't know our plays after 80 games. He wants to learn to dance in 2 days? It's amazing how a team only won 32 games and have so much fun. This is called Yeah, Alabama. Remember the Rose Bowl will win, then go roll to victory. Here to stride, your Dixon's football pride, Crimson Tide. I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, as the official spokesman of the group Shy, S-H-Y, here's Shy, folks. The very first time that I saw you around nice, your lips said hello, and I said hi. I knew right then. Y'all know the word.
I wouldn't want Fisher necessarily to take that shot that fast.
Oh, and there's a swing by O'Neal, and they got a brouhaha on the floor.
Boy, you can't let nobody hit you and get away with it.
Charles, why do you lay him out, man?
A big boy, man.
He's not bigger than you, huh?
Yeah, you better check that.
A couple guys grabbed me. And, let me be the first to tell you, he's very lucky those guys grabbed me. Very lucky. Like you said, I am frustrated. And I was looking to release a lot of my frustration at that point. So he's a very lucky man.
Now, hopefully we can win the game now.
Charles, I hope you do.
Thank you, baby.
Let's go over to Ahmad Rashad. I've never been kissed like that before.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Even people in Seattle, happy holidays.
For today's trick shot, I'm gonna dunk blindfolded. Can't see a thing.
I'm sick of these trick shots. Hello, I'm Charles Barkley of the Auburn Tigers. Here I feel my nicknames. The Bread Truck, the Love Boat, Food World, the Frisco Kid, which is my second favorite, the Wide Loafing League, Town of Fun, the Good Time Blimp. And my favorite is the Round Mound Doritos.
Won by Barkley. Jackson all over Charles, and there's an offensive foul.
Charles then threw the ball at Mark Jackson, who threw it back.
Barkley takes the three.
I'll make this statement. You agree or disagree. Charles Barkley is a great, great player, but Michael Jordan is in a class by himself, clearly superior to anybody else in the league.
Have another drink, Bob.
But ain't no one player can guard me, and y'all can write that down. I don't mean to brag, but can't no one person stop me. But don't take that personally.
Looking for it. That's Kevin Johnson and Doc Rivers with the clutch free throws in the final minute. Oh, Charles Barkley very upset as he heads back to the locker room.
Talk about it gonna cost me money. You think you can control me with money? I didn't say that. This ain't the old Negro days. I don't think he should say to me, this gonna cost you money. The league, they're making money. They don't control you with money. This is not, you control people with money. I know you white guys would like to keep it like that. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't joke like that. But no, seriously.
Another thing Charles is not lacking is passion. He once said he could deck a ref every now and then.
Most people have a cup of coffee in the morning. Charles Barkley takes it technical.
Yeah, he absolutely thinks he's the best player on the floor and that he knows more than the referees. And
and you know, nobody should stop him.
Charles Barkley talks a lot.
Barkley doesn't need to talk. I think he's psycho.
One time he said, "Harold, please." Just, I was like, oh wow.
The crowd had just been getting on him, and he finally ended up, flipping the crowd the bird, and looking at specific guys, telling meet me in the parking lot after the game.
Barkley to the hole. Barkley blocked by Perkins. Boy, what a scramble! Barkley, fourth attempt, doesn't score.
You didn't call it. There's one. Boom. Where's the other one, Charles? Boom again. But Charles, you forgot. It's 3 referees. He only shot 2 of them.
Here comes the technical. I thought Charles scored a touchdown here, Jim. Look at that. Ooh.
He put it right in the face of Michael Smith.
Watch Sprewell with 4. Forced that shot. Barkley, and it's going to be off of the Suns. Barkley doesn't agree, and they may have another technical if they're not careful here. The Suns.
Barkley gets called for the foul.
How can he argue that call?
He took Stockton's head off.
Obviously, the ref's not going to do their job. They're going to let him set, move, and pick that day. So I was trying to separate his shoulder or break a rib. I was serious.
See, I told you guys, Sir Charles is not a bad guy.
I'm not a bad guy.
At all.
At all.
How did you feel in 1972 when the Soviet Union beat the United States in that wild game?
Well, I had just flunked my entrance exam into kindergarten, so that was the only thing. We're going to have a little revenge in our hearts for 72 and 88. David, he can't say that because he's a Christian, but...
David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan. This is like
Charles, what are you doing, lying again?
spring break in the ghetto.
Charles, how you like that ass kicking we gave you?
Oh, no. Come on now.
Well, y'all got the first quarter practice.
I don't think y'all caught up with it.
Oh, y'all crazy.
Whole second half of that.
Tell him, DR.
We maybe came down here once.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. I just want to be like Chuck. Mike.
It's a great honor to be on the bus. I personally wouldn't want to see my face first thing in the morning.
What player reminds you of you the most back in your playing days?
Well, I hope none of these women will ever have an ass bigger than mine.
I consider myself ugly, but I consider Moses uglier. The best thing that's ever happened to me was my association with Moses Malone. Watching his work habits, and just talking to me all the time. Moses talks all the time anyway.
Name the ugliest player in the NBA. Charles Barkley. Malou Ball.
You know what's funny? You mentioned
Why's that?
the Krispy Kreme thing.
Why? I was going to bring you some.
I think it's really unfair. I think the greatest thing in the world is, I don't think it's fair that Krispy Kreme had that little hot sign. That's like the cruise, I don't want to say crucifix, you're killing me on TV. But that's like a really unfair thing. That's like crack. That little red Krispy Kreme.
So now you see why I got to be the size I am.
Oh no, you've been eating more than Krispy Kreme.
They always have chicken on the flight. They always assume because you got black players around, they want chicken. Black people like chicken. There's always chicken, some form of chicken. Chicken finger, chicken wing, chicken breast, fried chicken, barbecue chicken, all types of chicken. I want some steak. I'm not like most black people. I want some filet mignon, some Chateaubriand, some lobster tail, some salmon, something like that.
I think Dick is being a little sensitive. He is 6 or 7 years old. I got nothing against old people. I want to be one day.
But maybe you shouldn't do this tonight.
I think those are the best years of your life. Then I get like you, I get old.
All right, Charles.
Obviously, I couldn't be so-called Charles Barkley off the court. I'd be in jail. I threw him through the window. They asked me, did I have any regrets? I said, yeah, I regret that we were on the first floor. That's about it. I wish we were on like the 3rd floor, so he could have failed. Let there be no conflict in America. If you bother me, I'm going to whoop your ass.
Well, Charles Barkley knows a little something about lack of payments. He was back in action tonight for Phoenix after sitting out a game without pay and being slapped with a $10,000 fine by the league for chasing an official. And the ball heads there to welcome Barkley. Something of a Charles tribute. Now the mascots with a tribute to his chasing the official, only this time, the prey.
That's disgusting that I have to come in here and interview you in your locker room. This is disgusting. Hey, first of all,
You didn't check with my people, and they didn't get back to your people.
The NBA sent us a rule today that says anytime we foul anybody delivered it too hard, we're going to get ejected from the game, so you're safe. Good.
Are you a Democrat or Republican?
I'm a Democrat.
Oh, he stole us out, Rich. He stole us out.
He got a lot of money, and I like hanging out with people who got money.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I owe him some money.
He does, but, you know, I'm never going to cry about it. I know he's going to give it to me someday.
That is a foul. I know he's not for Georgia.
And that earns him the technical. Michael was telling him, go ahead, Charles, get another one. Get yourself tossed out.
As the only black man in America making $30 million, how does that feel?
You and Oprah, the only people we know making $30 million.
Oh, yeah?
How does that feel?
That puts us in a good class.
You know, Oprah and Michael Jordan, what a fascinating couple.
Barkley and Jordan going at each other.
And look at Barkley and Michael. They jostled each other again, Jordan and Barkley.
Watch it, here it comes.
Boom. Now, you promised Charles Barkley his shoes. Are you giving them to him?
Oh, yeah, he can get them. I'm going to certainly put the score on the side of it, though, because the last thing he said last night that, you know, we may have 5 championships, but he want the last win.
Believe me, if there was nobody in the gym, these two guys would be playing the exact same way. Because as I said before, basketball is Michael Jordan's true love, just as it is Charles.
Are the runners ready? Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go!
Oh.
Charles
is trying to cheat. Yo, the guy is, he's trying to cheat. This is unbelievable. No, Chuck got it. Chuck got it. Chuck got it. Chuck got it. I gotta go with him, man.
Charles and Doug and Hubie. Charles, I want to go right to you and get right to a news item
Might
first
well
of all.
start at the top and work your way down.
People never get tired. You get tired of you sometimes?
Well, I think that anytime you have an intellectual of my magnitude.
Did you get dazed on that shot from Alonzo Mourning? It looked like you were getting ready to go down.
I thought you had a cut, but apparently not.
First of all, I don't want them to hurt this masterpiece known as my face. That's the only thing I was really concerned about.
My daughter's obviously the most important thing in my life.
Is she cute?
Looks beautiful. Reminds me of a young me.
A young me?
She reminds me of a young me. She looks exactly like me. She has long hair.
So, yeah, you got long hair.
We're going to cut Charles's hair now. Make sure that you don't rub too hard, because these things are dangerous.
I'm going to
I know you never worked on a piece of art like this before, so be careful. Oh, man, you have no talent.
Because I was feeling terrible. I was feeling like you look.
You're just like a cute little elf.
The sexual harassment stuff is really getting to the point where it's absurd. Oh, Paula Jones would be lucky somebody want to touch her ugly ass.
Damn, Marley. Oh, my. Then I'm just like every other woman in Phoenix. Can I have you?
Off the spin, taking matters into his own hands. What a move by Barkley in the foul.
Saying hello to one of the lovelies. Comegys winds up in the cheerleading section, and Barkley, too. He doesn't want to get up. There's an intelligent man.
Uh-oh, Charles is hurt.
Well, guys, I guess sex is definitely out of the question tonight.
Thanks for telling us.
I'm just letting you know that.
There ain't nothing more fun than winning. Except sex, but you would know about that. I believe it is our destiny to win the world championship. I have believed that for about for the last year. And I believe in my heart that we're going to win the world championship. And I told you that. I don't care about being down 3-1. God wants us to win the world championship.
I don't know if I go that far, Charles.
No, I talked to him the other night.
Had to be motivated by the people who are getting ready for a championship.
Yes, Chicago. You can take all that wood off them windows. There won't be no riots and things tonight. Might be later, but take all that plywood off the windows.
All right, Charles. We'll see you in Phoenix.
Thank you, baby.
Charles, a final message to the people of Chicago as you head back west now.
Take that shit off the windows. You don't need it tonight.
Charles earlier said that he believes in his heart that the Suns are a team of destiny, and that he told you that.
He's been telling me that crap ever since he's been here.
I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I believe it 100% that it's just our destiny. Oh, no, he said he read a different Bible than I did. You know, everybody say you have to get to the finals and learn. I really think that's a bunch of crap.
I always say, the game is only hard if you can't play. And, you know.
Magic said you have to have a level of hate for your opponent or a level of dislike.
Magic Johnson's not playing anymore. The only thing matters to players who playing.
Barkley stepped out of bounds and now bounces the ball into the seats, and we'll get a technical.
Barkley playing with the back
more. Charles enjoyed a little form of horse with himself.
Barkley's at the line giving him what for, and he better be careful because he can get a Tony foul, and that would hurt.
You said something to him on the free throw line. What'd you say to him? Well, I told him you couldn't get a pin up his ass with a jackhammer. He was a little tight on that one. Damn. For the net, that wouldn't hit anything.
I am here with the star of the All-Stars. However, yesterday, Charles.
What a great tribute to you tonight. The guy's giving you a hand in the head.
I thank him for going along with this. We're going to give a ton of money. We're going to give 2 blackjack hands to charity.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, since we got the first Italian to play in the NBA, I thought it would be in our best interest to teach him some American words. You ready, Stefano?
Ready. First lesson.
First lesson.
Good.
Come on over to my office.
He's in the first row and he still gets the shot off, and he's kind enough to apologize to the woman he's sitting on right now. This is too much. He is unbelievable.
Homie.
Homie.
Homie means friend.
Homie means friend.
Yeah, I'm your homie.
Yeah.
Homie. You my dog.
You my dog.
So that means we friends.
You my dog.
I'm your dog. That's right.
You my dog.
Now,
he my dog. Everybody my dog.
Bad means good.
It's good.
You bad, man.
You bad, man.
I'm good.
1 lesson a week.
1 lesson a week? Okay, that's enough for today.
Okay, my dog.
Okay, my friend.
What you gonna go home and what? Chilling.
Chill, that's it.
In this Greek, this is what a big-time star does all day. If you can't say something good, don't say anything.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Some fan ran out on the court, and Barkley's getting some smooches.
I'm surprised that wasn't one of my daughters the way they love Barkley.
About this man is look out for cameo for national television. Well received by Charles. Not all athletes react in the same manner as Charles Barkley just did.
When we asked Charles, what could we do for you, he repeatedly said, cash. Not for himself, but for his foundation.
Cared about winning more than anybody I've ever played with as far as when the game started. Hated to practice. Was the worst practice player in the world.
Charles Barkley's impersonation of Rick Mahorn.
He says a lot of things that I may want to say sometimes, but I think secondly about what I have to say, and he's more or less open with what he wants to say.
Everybody that has ever been in front of a camera, we tend to not say certain things. Barkley says things that we would think about and never say.
He said, man, you don't talk honestly enough to the media. You need to tell them what you're really thinking. I said, Charles, you talk too much to the media. You need to stop telling them everything you're thinking.
1, 2, 3, triple bogey. And the foot stomp. When you're winning. Yes, sir.
Tonight, your front court definitely handed it to the Chicago Bulls.
Well, that's the media, and they don't know anything. They've been putting
Except for me.
Yeah. Well, ESPN News. Y'all still trying to rip people off with that old station, aren't you? Press is always fucked up. We understand that. Ain't nothing happened today, man. Y'all just came to practice for no reason, just to bug the shit out of me today.
What's the most important thing you have to do next game?
Score more points than they do. I would have said anything if you hadn't asked me the question. That is such happy horse shit. I would personally like to tell all y'all out there who bastards to kiss my big black ass.
They asked me a question about you today. Why do you always talk on the court? My response was that Charles don't talk on the court. He talks to himself, to the referee, and to the fans when the fans get rude to him.
That's exactly right. Some fans are idiots, and if they say something I don't like, I curse them out.
Favorite folks on the call-in shows have been very vocal in their criticism of you for doing this.
You really think I give a flying fuck what the people on the radio call say? Thank you. It's not about the fans. It's about a friend. I really don't give a flying fuck. Well, you can't say flying fuck. I really don't give a FF what they think.
These 3 guys are 3 of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and I'm happy to have them as friends.
Don't be telling people we're nice guys.
Okay.
You ruin our rep.
They're the worst guys I know.
We're still playing.
People are stupid.
10 of 10 from the foul line. He's been a good foul shooter this year, better than career.
Made the point the other day. He follows him.
Pippen and Barkley, a little bump and shove inside, and here they are matched.
Pippen says you're not getting it. Charles says I am getting it. Pippen comes around and takes the front. Charles comes back, tries to reestablish. Barkley, after
after he comes around his teammate. A little shot with the elbow.
Little pork chop, huh?
Charles continue right here to tell Scottie Pippen, you can't guard me. Every time we come down, I'm going to take you one-on-one. And they're drawing back and forth at each other. Now, Scottie is telling Charles, you can't guard me. I just took you.
The conversation continuing between Pippen and Barkley. Pippen is rejected by Barkley.
Had a few words for one another.
Try to keep your emotions under control. 'Cause right now, you hurt a lot.
Hello.
Hello, Granny. This is Charles Barkley of the Philadelphia 76ers. How you doing today?
Boy, I know you play for the 76ers. You have to tell me that every time you call, Charles Barkley.
I think having Charles really campaigned to get me here really, showed me that he wants to win a championship. And I'm always one of those players that when June comes, I want to be.
See how wonderful he is. He's going to help you win a title.
I gave him $60 million. That's the least he could do is win me the championship. I don't think they've ever went 7 games at the end of their championship years.
I can't remember, Charles. I've been in so many.
I wanted Chuck to win the championship. When he got with Clyde Drexler and Hakeem as a fan, I thought it was awesome.
That wasn't a super team.
But it was the start, though.
Team.
The super old team.
He could never expect an apology from me. If anything, he owed me an apology for coming to play with his sorry fat butt.
Well, he said he would never apologize.
Not even at gunpoint.
But as you know, I always carry a gun with me. So there is a chance. There's a chance. I'm going to go to my truck and get my gun and see. So if I get arrested for murder, y'all know he didn't apologize if we ever see him.
Barkley picks him up and drops him. First miss from the free throw line this afternoon by the Jazz. Barkley just told Maloney to shut up and play ball.
But I'm Charles Barkley. I get away with shit.
Come on, man. Put your bowling ball here.
Hey, that was a good joke. Did you do that too? I did. That's pretty damn good.
We recall that you threw a little elbow at a guy named Erlander Coimbra of Angola the last time, and we checked. He's on the team. Do you plan to take him out to dinner in Atlanta, show him the sights here in the States?
I'm going to hit him the same way I did the first time.
Charles, these guys were so nice and friendly, and they were patting each other on the back, commending you all. Is it hard
they got to beat by 40 points.
But is it hard for you
nice
to turn...
guys finished last. In this punt, Mom? Right, homie? Yeah, I'm tired.
Man, Michael Jordan shot the ball 43 times. Damn.
That's unbelievable.
He gonna be icing his elbow too.
Damn. One more dribble. One, two, three. No, two. That was two.
This is my man right here. The greatest player ever. You don't believe me.
Thank you, my man.
You don't believe me.
I appreciate that.
So he's Barkley trying to block it. Oh, wait, he's too high. He's too high. And then what did Barkley say? He said, I don't believe in role models, but you mine.
Look at Robin Ficker. He's just giving a little veg to Charles Barkley. I'm sorry, that's Barkley.
AC! That's the line of the day. It won't happen. It damn sure won't happen. It won't happen. AC Green, guaranteed to win.
Barkley and Horry having some words as they headed back up court. Oh, and Charles throwing I think a little bit of a wrist and maybe a little bit of a chop right into the breadbasket of Robert Horry as he throws a little elbow right back at Charles Barkley.
Actually, the worst part of the All-Star weekend is the game because you go out all night Friday night, all night Saturday night, and then by the time the game comes around, you're too tired to play. But that's what it's for. I mean, that's the only break we get during the year, and it's supposed to be fun, and we definitely have fun.
Budweiser, player of the game. Charles, we're not going to let you have any Budweiser, just some ice water here. Shaquille punched out somebody from Detroit tonight, so we probably won't see him on TNT on Thursday.
So I hope it was a good shot, because he's going to get fined a lot. A couple times I just threw people out the way, and was fortunate they didn't call it. We're playing the Knicks. I think the Knicks are next home game. They can't play it lucky. They just try to beat people up.
Charles, are they the most physical team you played this year?
They're the most hacking team we played this year.
What's the difference?
A hack is a foul. Physical is something else.
Now, come on. Some of those hits are a little unfair, aren't they, CB?
As long as you don't get arrested for it, it's all right. Why is it that doctors always push on the place that's hurting? It's one of those things you need to think about. Right up there, if all babies are pretty, why are there so many ugly people in the world? The doctor went in there, sewed my arm on, but it was ripped off in a tractor-trailer accident. I used to be a Chippendale. Now I'm a Clydesdale. It's nice for the players to have a place to come. You know, this city closes down pretty early, and we know we can always find a place to eat now. You know, he knows we're not paying for anything. He can be rest assured we're not paying for anything.
Is America going to love you as much as Jordan by the end of this?
Love me? Oh, I'm their worst nightmare. A brother who won't be quiet. I'd rather win playoff MVP because I think you get a truck, don't you? I didn't get no truck. I want a truck.
Personal awards are important. Some guys lie and say they're not important. They just lying though.
Hey, Jack, when am I going to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated for this stuff? I should be on the Dream Team cover. Somebody has to be me. That was a really, really boring game. I apologize for playing like crap, but I couldn't get motivated. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, we don't have a lot of plays. Only plays we got is get the ball to me somehow.
I love Hot Rod. I think he's the best big man in basketball, and we need somebody to back him up.
Oh, so what are you gonna do with me?
We'll put you down on the end of the bench.
Okay.
How's Chuck Daly gonna handle guys like you and Michael Jordan and the Mailman and all these guys on the same ball club?
Chuck Daly's probably got the easiest job in America. My grandmother's kind of like my father. You know, she is the dictator of the house. You know, it wasn't a democracy, it was a dictatorship. My grandmother runs everything. It was so loud when it went through. It's the most surreal. I'm not sure what surreal means, but I saw it on somebody said, I just love to play basketball. I always will. Won't be any good at it, but I still love to play. Hi. This is the real Mr. Robertson neighborhood. This is the real neighborhood. The real neighborhood. This is the real deal.
Went for the steal, didn't work. Barkley was your 2 free throws after missing, and he's a little upset at it. What if he overacted like this in Space Jam?
We'll watch him go over, and they have a little something to say to George Karl as he steals some of that rosin.
He has to worry about getting his team in this. They're already in the game, but keeping them in the game and not really worry about the referee. You see him motioning to the crowd. They're hollering Barkley, whatever.
You know, he just feels good, you know, to have the hernia operations out of the way. You know, he was looking for extra tickets for the game tonight, and I told him you had a couple extra, but he was so fearful of you, he was afraid to ask. He did not ask you for your tickets.
Charles and my oldest daughter were at the University of Auburn.
20 and 12 for Charles.
We're going to win because we can't afford to lose, because we could never come back to this country if we lost.
Everybody wants to give us a hard time about giving Cam Newton $200,000. That's called a good damn investment.
Sean Kemp said, boy, it's pretty quiet with Charles Barkley not being around.
Don't take my job, but take Kenny's. He's in the studio now. Kenny's just keeping my seat warm. No, I don't want Kenny's job. I want Ernie Johnson's job.
It was nice talking to you, Charles.
Where's my Christmas present at?
I got it for you. You know what it is? A big loss.
Oh, okay.
Charles, you got a word for Doug over here?
Doug, you got a scam going. This is a lot easier than playing and coaching. I'm like, can I keep this all year?
Well, we got you there, Michael. How are your ribs feeling, by the way?
A lot better.
And we've tried to get some answers out of Charles here. Maybe you guys can share a special moment here. You and Mike can talk. Nobody will reveal what you say.
I'm just glad his little ribs are all right. He's been whining about them for like 2 or 3 weeks now.
Don't worry about it, Charles. You can forget I'm still the boss. If you need a job, I advise you to be quiet. I have a very good player coming to Washington, D.C., and I may not need another.
I'm not sure I might even consider coming there until you up the ante.
Stay at TNT. I think that's your best effort.
I'd like to interrupt the Michael and Charles show to announce.
Well, see, you got to have diversity in your personality. See, simultaneously, in my overall complexity of my situation, which is myself, I am able to generate a positive response and a negative response to reach a certain ulterior motive. I'm just kidding, folks. Hey, man, whatever your name is, thank you for my braces.